Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. It's time for Facebook Live with Barb. So that means I'm going to nail it this time. It's 4 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Nailed it. So I am super excited to be here tonight. I'm just going to check my my thing here to make sure that I'm actually on. Nailed it. Oops. So that's me and my iPad. Nobody wants to hear me twice. Once is probably more than enough for most of you. So how is everyone doing tonight? I believe there's like snow everywhere, except here. So hello, we're going to have drought this spring. Not that I want the kind of snow that some of you are getting, because I don't need, 2 feet of snow. But I would like some snow. They say we're going to get some snow, but they have said that before, and the snow doesn't always come. So I hope that they're right and that we do get some snow, because we really need it. Yeah, I did a little bit yesterday, and so I did go out and shovel. So yay for me, exercise. And so of course, if it does snow some more, I'll have to shovel some more. But my husband's off for the next few days, so maybe he could shovel, right? So yeah, so I just barely got home. My son, he was supposed to have a follow-up appointment at the orthopedic doctor yesterday after school, but they called me and had to reschedule because the doctor had to assist a surgery with someone else and couldn't do it. So we had to do it today after school. You know how it is when you go into the doctor's office and you sit in the room for 25 minutes before they finally come in. That was us today, and I'm sitting there looking at I don't really have a watch, but my phone, thinking, oh my gosh, hurry up, because I have to get home. I've got Facebook Live. It's important. I must be there. So I literally just walked in the door like 10 minutes ago. Thankfully, I was prepared, because I thought to myself, this is probably what'll happen. So I had all my projects done. I had my lighting all ready to go. I had my camera already set in my thing so that it would be right, and yada, 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 whatever. And so, yeah, so I'm ready. So yay, I'm excited to see everybody. So what's going on where you guys are? We were talking a little bit about, Denise says, is there an update on when we can expect to hear from you about Stamp Happy Academy? Denise, I don't know exactly what you mean. Stamp Happy Academy is live. It is going. We have a few different memberships that we've talked about before. We have the basic membership, which is our 4 online classes every month. The premium membership is the basic, which is the 4 online classes, plus Stamp Happy Live, which is 3 additional live classes, one with each of us via YouTube in the month. And we did do all of our classes for January. So we have our 4 online classes loaded on there, and we have our 3 live events if you're a Stamp Happy Premium member, or if you are a live only subscriber. A lot of the gals that Dina used to do something called Facebook Live or Facebook class with the Creativity Cave. We've kind of morphed that over into Stamp Happy Academy. So we're all participating in that now, the 3 of us, Dina, Kelly, and I. And so if you were with Dina in her Facebook class, there are some special circumstances. So you'll need to talk to Dina about that if you're one of her people moving into Stamp Happy Academy. If not, you just need to subscribe, pay your membership fee, and then the content is there. It's waiting for you. So if you have if you are a Stamp Happy Academy member and you are having login troubles, one of the biggest problems we've found so far is when you're typing in your email address and you're typing in your password, you're doing it wrong. When you initially sign up for your account, you're typing something in wrong, because the site doesn't give you one of those little eyeballs where you can see what you've typed. So you need to be extremely careful that you're typing in what you think you're typing in, because that's been the biggest problem. People create an account with a bad email address, then they go back to get in and they can't, because then they're typing in their correct email address. The system has their bad email address. So, but if you are having troubles getting in, please let us know. There is a help button on the site somewhere. It goes to an email that I respond to, and I get those emails. I get notifications of them all the time, and I get to them as soon as I possibly can. So, but yeah, Denise, everything is on there. I was waiting to hear back. Denise, you don't need to wait to hear back. All you need to do is create your account on the Stamp Happy Academy website, and the content is there. Once you create your account, I will approve you as a member, because if you've paid, then I know that you've paid, and then you'll be in. So if you haven't created an account, you need to create an account. So you need to go to stamphappyacademy.ding.com, click sign up in the corner, create your account, and then as soon as you pop up as being a member, if you're not already, then I will approve you. But I would recommend, if you've already created your account, go back, because I approve people constantly throughout the day. So there you go. All right. Enough about Stamp Happy Academy, although you guys, it's been amazing, and we're getting a lot of really good feedback. So if you haven't checked it out, you should totally check it out. Yeah, so we have a lot of you on here. I just wanted to check the comments. Hello, Nina. I see a couple of my girls on here. Teresa, no snow in Kentucky. That's good. Let's see. Sangeeta's on here. Rose, Sonia, Jean, Tina. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm super excited to be here. So yeah. Okay. Can get in only where things. And it depends, Melanie, what device you're using. People on iPads, it looks completely different from if you're using your phone, which looks completely different from if you're using a computer. So, yeah, there's just various ways to view the site. But the content is there on all devices for everyone that's paid. So there you go. Okay. What else do I have that I can talk? Oh, I want to did you guys see me last week? I made this super cute little Valentine's Day box. It's my own design. And I'm going to send this to my daughter. She's not really a pink fan, but I just thought it was cute. And then I made these are little Hershey's strawberry chocolates, which she does like. And then I just put the little strawberry topper thing on there from the strawberry punch. So yeah, so that was something I made last week. Super cute. I've made a number of these boxes because they are super easy. And yeah, if you missed out on this, it's in my live from last week. And then I think I made this. I can't remember for sure, but I have a little Hey Birthday Chick card that I made last week. And I'm going to be making another one this week. Not this exact card, obviously. A new card. But it's super cute too. And I think I made this one last week. And then I made this beautiful card using the Sand and Sea bundle of products. And then I did add, see these cute little... Can you guys see those? I hope so. Sometimes Facebook Live. Maybe I'll show it again when I flip the camera. But these are these tiny little seashell sequins that are in the whale, I think it's Whale of a Time sequins that go with the little whale punch. So super cute. Oh, she will love the box, Melanie, trust me. And she'll just love it because she'll get mail. So there you go. Just discovered I can watch you on my TV. Oh, Maureen, I don't know. Is that something you really want to see? Do I have all these nice lines under my eyes? Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Sangeeta, thank you very much. Okay, guys, I think we're just going to go ahead and flip the camera because I don't have any interesting stories. Like I said, I just got back from the thing with my son. His wrist is doing better. He still has to keep it in the brace for another, that was a great shot of my nose. I hope you enjoyed that. Another 4 weeks, and then hopefully it'll be pretty much healed. All right, you know, I have to jack around my, my whole stuff here because, I don't know. Anyways. I'll have to show you guys something. I like to have my camera be level. So when I flip my camera, I use an actual level to make sure that it is level. Look what I just got. It's like a camper level. And actually when it came in, I ordered it from Amazon and it came in and my husband said, "Hey, is that for me?" And I said, absolutely not. Get your mitts off. That is my new level to make sure my phone is level when I go live. So all I do is I just plop it on my phone. And then I just check the bubbles. And then if the bubbles are bad, then I do some adjustment. And then my phone's level and I don't have a wonky screen that everybody has to look at. So there you go. Anyway, here are those adorable little seashell sequins. Aren't those the cutest things you've ever seen? I know, right? And like I said, they're in the sequin kit. The Whale of a Time, I believe is what it is. So super cute. Okay. So as you guys probably know, the Hey Chick and the Hey Birthday Chick sets and dies are available now to customers. So the deal on this, if you don't know, this was a celebration stamp set back in 2017, and normally a celebration items never come back. So we were super excited. We were super excited when this came back because everybody loved it so much. So a lot of you may still have it. So if you do still have it, then all you need to do is purchase the dies that go with that, which are the chick dies. And then you can purchase the Hey Birthday Chick bundle because you need them all, honestly. All the chickens are adorable. The sentiments are perfect. And then we have these two amazing die sets. And I have gone ahead and cut every one of the dies out in each of the sets and placed them on a piece of paper. So it's very simple to see what you get. So here we have the 3 chickens and the little egg. These are the stamped images. And then these are all the die cut things. We have some cute little eggs that have some embossed detail. This barn, this tree stump, this little sign, of course the corn stalk, and then the corn pieces. And then we have a little like grain or corn feed on the ground. And then this one we have the bow, the little banner, the happy birthday, the cute little chick, the flour sack, chicken feet, and then of course the stamped images, and then a fence. So you need them all. And then I also recommend, if you're going for that, get the all wired up background stamp. It goes great with it. In fact, you can see that I did use it on my card last week, and it's just the perfect stamp for all the chickens. Now, I am going to have an online class with this stuff coming out at the end of the month. You can purchase it now. It's in the description of the video. Now, if you are a Stamp Happy Academy Basic or Premium member, you're going to get this class for free. The online version is free to you in Stamp Happy Academy. So, but the class itself, we're going to use various items, you know, the 2 stamp sets, the 2 die sets, the all wired up background. We're going to use some bumblebee ribbon, and then we're going to use the adhesive sheets that are extremely important when you're cutting out these little intricate dies. And we're going to talk about that in a card that I'm going to make with it. So that is coming. So those are available now. And then here's my class information. If you want to get the class for free with the pre-cut cardstock kit, then you purchase my special bundle, which is the 2... It's all these things here, plus the bumblebee ribbon and the adhesive sheets, and that will get you the online class for free. If you already have some of this stuff, you don't need it. You can just get the kit, which will have the bumblebee ribbon, 6 adhesive sheets, and a blending brush for $45. Online class only $20. If you want to add on the wired background stamp to any of this stuff, it's $23, and all the links are below the video. All right. I also have my class to go, my kit to go. Create Where You Are is the sweet ice cream. That's going to be for February. And again, you can add on the stamp set and punch for $38. I have a little shaker card kit, the sprinkles and the adhesive strips you can add on for $17. The basic kit is the pre-cut cardstock pieces and envelopes to create 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. You will also get a half a pack of the Ice Cream Corner DSP, Daffodil Delight ribbon, a half a roll of the Blackberry Bliss ribbon, the Artistry Bloom sequins, a Love You Always treat box, and a 6x6 window sheet, and that's $45. Again, all the links are in the description of the video. Yes, you should absolutely be joining my team during celebration. If you are buying Stampin' Up, you should absolutely be a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and you should be getting a discount. Plus, you get Stamp Happy Academy for free. You get to be on my team. We have team trainings every week. Dina Kelly and I take a group of people out of our groups. Well, we have a big group. Dina's people, Kelly's people, my people, we all get together, and those of us that are available Wednesday afternoons, then we all get together and chat about various things. It can be anything. If you guys have questions, if you're a team member, then you can absolutely get those answered. So, yes, and it's the best deal because you pay $99. You get $125 worth of product of your choice, which could be the Hey Chick stuff if that's what you want, or we have an upcoming promotion next month called the Butterfly Brilliance. You can add that to your kit if you'd like. Then you get 5 packs of Designer Series paper for free from Stampin' Up. So it's just an amazing time to be a demonstrator. So I would love to have you join my team. If you have any questions at all, any concerns, please message me. Barb at barbstamps.com is my email address, and I'm happy to talk to you about it. Stamp Happy Academy. Doesn't this logo just make you happy? It makes me happy. Again, basic membership $19.95, all 4 of our classes each month. The premium is the 4 classes plus live, or you can just get the live, which is 3 live classes each month, 1 from each of us, showing you different layouts, different color combinations, just ways to use stuff that you might already have. So yeah. Any questions about that, let me know. Happy to answer them. I may or may not see them in this feed, but you can always message me. The Flowering Cactus class was January's online class. I still have a few kits left of this if you're interested. And then my Totally Techniques online club. Oh, you guys are going to be so excited. In case you don't know, some of you may already know this, some of you may not. But my Totally Technique for January was make your own stamps. And I'm going to show you a little bit about that a little later on in the video here because I'm going to use one of them. My project tutorial for the month of February uses the Well Suited Suite. Anybody who places any size order with me during the month will get this 10 project tutorial for free, and that is it. Now, I did want to go over one thing. I don't know if you know this or not, but this is one of the paper packs that you can get for free during celebration. It's called Paper Blooms, and I have a sneaking suspicion, I have to check, that our Pierced Blooms dies, there's a ton of them in here, there's 25. These coordinate with this paper. And now I sort of thought that the dies could crop out some of the image in this paper, and I wanted to do it to see if I was correct or not. Or not maybe cut out, but add some detail to them. So, like this piece here, I have a feeling. So this die here, I think if I, ooh, I think, nope, not quite. If you, oh, yeah, look at that. You could take this piece of paper and you could crop out the image, this already printed image, and you would get the detail pressed into it. I should have done it. I wasn't thinking. But yeah, you can that out. Look at this, you guys. Yeah, so in case you didn't know this, which I don't know if I knew it or didn't know it or thought that I knew it. I don't know. But I think there might be some other dies that might fit some stuff here. Let's see. Do we have, what other papers do we have in here? We have this one. I don't know if that one's got any. Maybe, or maybe it's just the one sheet. I don't know. Like I said, I just had this wild hair the other day, and I was like, oh, you know, I wonder if that would work. And it looks like it will, at least on some of these pieces. Ooh, wait. Is that one? No, that does not fit that one. It seems like it should, but I don't think it does. But anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting that you could, ooh, look at that. That one does. That you could cut these out and then add the fun detail to them. So anyways, if you have the Pierced Blooms dies, excuse me, and you got the paper for free, there's just another thing that you can do with it. So yay. Okay, I'm going to put these back in my little case, because if I don't, then they're probably going to end up lost. Oops, did you hear that? That was one falling on the floor. So, of course that would happen. All right, here we go. Ooh, shameless plug. Here's my host code for the month. Oh, you might not be able to see it. We better move our little piece of paper down a little bit. There's my host code for the month. So if you order from me and your order's less than 150, please use my host code. Okay. The first project we're going to do is going to be with the art gallery bundle. And while I'm getting my stuff, I do have a few swaps I can show you that are kind of fun. Here we go. Here's some papers. Oh, we have some little die cuts for some sentiments too. We need them. We need that. We might need that. We do need that. We do need a Versamark pad. I think I need the Mary Merlot pad, and then we need, okay, some of these things. Then we have the paper. So the Fine Art Floral is a gigantic suite of fun stuff. It's got the stamp set and this really cool die set. And then we have the gold leafing. I'm going to open this very gently because you know what? This stuff flies around. It's like lighter than air. Look at that. It's so pretty. We're going to use this. We're going to hope that it doesn't make a mess. Ooh, Jean just said she shared my video. Thank you, Jean. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so I do have a few swaps. Here's one that I thought was really cute. Just a little bit different fold there, and then that's just one of the stamps in the set. And of course, you can just die cut that right out of there. Ooh, the glare on that is pretty awful. Let's try this. Better. Here's another one. Pretty card. This one has some Wink of Stella on the petals. Really pretty. That one I'm going to wait. Here's one where the image was die cut out of there, and here's that other little fun die that we have that does the sentiments. This one uses mostly just the paper and then that little die. Another one with the paper. This one I thought was really pretty. I think that's Flirty Flamingo and Petal Pink. I don't know as I would have put those together, but I really like it. We have this one here. Here's one where I added a little bit of that leafing stuff. And then here's one that I got that inspired my card today. Oh, I thought it was coming apart. Whoever made this didn't put it together very well. But anywho, this one inspired me because I had forgotten that we have this, of course, we have the designer series paper from, no, the kit. But then we also have this stuff called the Golden Garden Designer Specialty Acetate. And it's printed acetate. So the one side is gold. Oh, my light is awful. One side is gold, and then the other side is silver. Well, the gold side is designed, and this should be a full sheet. I cut this. So it should be a full sheet. And look at that. It just covers this piece of paper perfectly. So you can actually use these two papers together Pretty cool, huh? And then this one, this pattern here is gold on one side, of course, silver on the other. It matches this gorgeous paper here. So you can line those up again, 6x6 or 6x12s. I cut them in half. Look at that, how that lines up just perfectly. And what a cool effect that is. And then this one, I thought I'd just put on top. This one doesn't actually match anything, but it's just a nice fun pattern. And I thought the silver would look pretty cool on top of this kind of plaster wall looking thing. So anyways, we are going to use a piece of this and a piece of this. So I've already cut that off, and I will show you it. It's right here. So I have the piece of Designer Series paper, and then I cut the bottom part here off, and there we go. So it's going to go right on top of that like so. Isn't that cool? All right. So then I have some Blushing Bride cardstock, because I just kind of put a few different cardstocks underneath the paper and just decided which one I would like best. And I decided that the Blushing Bride was the one that I liked the best. So I'm going to go with that. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to stamp some of these floral images in Versamark. Oops, I need a scratch paper. Oh, that's not a scratch paper. That was one of my advertising sheets. Here's the scratch paper. Okay. Okay, so I just thought I would, since I'm going to lay this across the card like this, I don't have to do the entire sheet. I'm just going to do where, you know, the flowers would poke out. So if I have this here, that's good. And then I will add some at the bottom here. And you probably can't see these. Versamark is hard to see sometimes, but I promise it's there. And we'll twist that. Because whenever you're doing random stamping, I highly recommend always moving your stamp around, like twisting it from side to side, because then it looks a lot more random when you do that. We'll put a little one right there. And then we'll put one at the bottom here. Okay. So I don't know, can you guys see that? Maybe it just leaves a nice watermark looking background. So Versamark, it doesn't dry super fast, but it's fine. We don't need it to dry super fast. Then I'm going to bring in a silicone mat and a sponge, because I'm going to do a little bit of kind of gluing. Now, this is how I'm going to adhere my, oh, whoops, that one's empty. It's this one. My gold leafing. So I'm just going to squirt some glue on my silicone mat. And then I'm going to take kind of the edge of my piece of sponge here a little bit, and I'm just going to kind of dab that onto this flower. The flowers that I just stamped. And this is how I'm going to add my gold leafing. Okay. So I don't want the whole thing covered with gold leafing, but I want a little bit of it just because I thought that would be kind of pretty. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. It'll dry and I'll be able to peel that off. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to bring in my gold leafing, and I have mine in a gigantic container because I tried a bunch of different containers and this one worked the best. So it's about a 10 by 10 Tupperware container. I've had it forever. I've never had a use for it except for cookies, and my kids aren't little anymore and they don't take cookies to school, so I decided to steal it and use it. So I did pour some of the gold leafing in there. And now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to press, you can see I did it on the back side already to test it out. I'm just going to press my glue into my gold leafing. And so wherever I have glue, it's going to be sticky and it's going to pick that up. You can see the stuff's kind of flying around. So that's why I opted for a large container, because I wanted it to be a container that would, you know, be able to hold the stuff and not, and so I could actually stick my hands in there also to use the material. So anyway, that was probably a ridiculous explanation for something that could have been explained in 5 seconds. So then I also have another piece of sponge. This one I have with a binder clip, and I'm going to use this to kind of rub off the excess. I guess it's called gilded leafing. I keep wanting to say gold leafing. That's not the actual Stampin' Up! Name for it, but whatever. So I'm going to use this little sponge to kind of get the excess off. Okay. Go around the edges. And this is just a real simple way just to add some gilded leafing to your projects. You can also use the heat and stick powder, but I didn't want my entire flower to be covered with gilded leafing. I just wanted a little bit of it. So that's why I used my glue. See, now there's just some gilded leafing, and then when we're done with the card, it's going to be real pretty. And here's the other side. I didn't quite get enough glue, so I added a little bit more glue this time. So now I'm going to carefully put my lid back on, because this stuff flies around. It's lighter than air, I swear. I'm going to put this down on the floor so I don't make a mess with it. And I do have a little bit of gilded leafing on my hands, so my husband will say, "Oh, you were working with pretty stuff down there, weren't you?" So yes, I was. Okay, so that's going to be my layer. And I'm going to add that to the front of my card. And then these pieces, I have to decide, they're 6 by 2. And I needed to decide where I wanted to cut it. So I think I'm going to cut the green off on this side, because I would rather have the color that's over on this side on my card. So I'm going to just cut off about 3/4 of an inch-ish. And we'll see. And I just guessed. I don't know. Nope, a little bit more. A little bit more. And then we can finish. So this is actually a pretty simple card. You know, all you have to do is add some gilded leafing and then this fabulous acetate. And I just think it's so cool. So now, when you're using acetate or vellum or whatever, you want to check the thumbs. Oh, Cheryl, you're so nice. Cheryl's telling you guys to thumbs up my video. She's so sweet. She can be my personal cheerleader. So I'm going to take glue dots and I'm going to kind of roll them up with my take your pick tool. So they're like just in little tubes. And then I'm going to look around on the back here and I'm going to put my glue dots where there is some printing. That way I can hide them. Because you can always see stuff through the front when you're working with vellum and this kind of stuff. So we kind of have to trick ourselves and hide the glue. So there we go. I'll just keep rolling these up and sticking them on. I kind of want to get 5 or 6 of them on here, I think. And I think right down here is a good spot. And with the pattern of paper behind it not being, it's not plain, you know, it's got some busyness to it, I think we'll be fine. So I'm going to add that one right there. Okay. So then I'm going to bring this down and I'm just going to cover this piece. And then I'll just press down where I have my glue dots. And then it'll be stuck. And it's fantastic. Look at that. How fun is that? I know. It's super fun. Okay. Then I'm going to add this to my card. And I'm going to use some seal. And I think my seal is going to run out because it's getting down to the very end. I can see it. So I may have to change it. You can see I didn't even get that on there perfectly, but you know what? I don't even care. I'm not going to mess around with it. And I'm going to add that about like this. So we may have to cut a little bit off since I was kind of winging it with my measurements. You know how I am. Okay, I need some scissors because I have a little excess hanging off the side here at the edge. We're just going to cut that off. There we go. Okay, so before I actually attach it, I did want to use some ribbon. We have this gorgeous metallic ribbon, and it is the, what is this color I'm using? Blushing Bride. So now I am going to try to tie a knot using this fantastic ribbon. See, it's kind of gold on the one side, and then it's like pink on the other side, like the Blushing Bride color. So we're going to see what we can do here as far as twisting and manipulating and getting this to do what we want it to do. I think we did it. Okay, so we will snip that off. So you guys know I can't tie knots around cardstock very well, and so I always use this cheater method. And so if you've never seen it before, then you're in for a treat. Oh, thank you, Sangeeta. We will see you later. All right, so I want this knot to be about right here on my card. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that up so that it goes around the back, and then I'll pull this other end on the other way, or on the other edge. And then I can use some Scotch tape to get this to adhere to the back, and then all is good. So I have a nice tight knot. My ribbon looks good. And yeah, and I didn't have to struggle trying to tie it around there because I can't do it. I try and try and try, and you know, sometimes you just have to say, I can't do that. And then you just find a different way. And that's what I've done. So I do that a lot. I tie it around a spray bottle a lot. Okay. All right, and then we're going to add that to... That was kind of bugging me. I think I need to move this down just a tiny little bit. There. Okay, and now I'll add some adhesive to the back side of this, and then we'll attach it to the card. There we go. And then all we have to do is add our little sentiment piece, which should be pretty simple because I've already die cut them out. All I have to do is tape them down. I think I might cut some more of this off. Well, let me wait till I'm done. Okay, so I have a bunch of sentiments in here. So we've got happy birthday, miss you, congrats, best wishes, you are lovely, thinking of you. And we have 2 different sizes of these little sentiment dies that come in the set. So I think we're going to go with happy birthday. I think this would make a very pretty happy birthday card. So that's what we're going to do. All right, I need a block. This block is probably overkill, but it is what it is. And you know what I thought I'd use? Mary Merlot. It's not a color that I use often, but it is a color I think in this paper. Okay, so I think I'm going to stamp it on this edge. I think that's straight. And then I thought I could either put it here or here. Kind of thinking up in that, because down, well, maybe down there would be fine. Actually, we will go down there. Okay, so I'm going to snip that. And you know what? I stamped it on the wrong side. That's why it looked weird. Well, now let's try it on the right side and see what we get. See if we can still get it in there in the middle. Yep. Okay. So then I thought I've got some edge pieces from some mini dimensionals here that I thought I could use. So now I got to make sure I get it on the right side. So this is the side that I want to put those on. So do you guys have this bundle on the lower side? Vicki, I think you're right. Down here is what I think I'm going to do with it. And we will try... Whoops, that's crooked. That's definitely crooked. Stop being crooked. There. Okay. And I think I'm going to cut these ribbons just a little bit shorter. I told my husband the other day that I'm going to get my cataract fixed. He laughed at me. He said, yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. He knows. It's been way too long. Okay. So there is our first card. I hope you like it. Let me clean up my mess while you guys oogle over it because it's so pretty. Get my glue out of the way. Ooh, maybe we can check our glue sheet. Yeah. See? The glue, it just dries and then you just roll it off. So you kind of make this little glue booger thing. And then you just toss it in the garbage. Okay, so we'll get rid of all these. And I didn't use these. I kind of felt like that would be overkill, honestly. I mean, we've got so much bling on here from the gilded leafing, and then we've got the sheet, whatever it's called again. I can't even think now. Specialty acetate, that's what it's called, that printed acetate. We have that, so I didn't think that we really needed to add any more bling. I wasn't sure because I didn't actually complete the entire card this afternoon when I was getting ready, so I thought, well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go, which happens sometimes. Okay, let me get my stuff for my next card. And then I'll check your comments and see. Ooh, 90 watchers. Holy cow, Amy, that's awesome for me. I never have that many. You guys shared the video. I want to get more people on here. Okay. So as you guys know, our flowering cactus was our online class last month in January. And I have made a few of these cards, a few cards using it. Okay, here they are. Okay. I just dropped a stamp on the floor, so I gotta pick it up. Okay. So here are some cards I've already made with it. So here is one that I did where I took, you know, the cactus die, added some of the cute little flowers. Here's a book fold card that I made. And then, can anybody tell me, look at that. In this particular stamp set bundle, it comes with dies and stamps. There is no stamp. There is no tall cactus stamp in this set. How in the world did I do that? Let me just tell you. I think this is something that's been done before. And it all of a sudden popped into my brain the other morning. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to do that. I made my own stamp, you guys. I took the die out of the set that makes this paper cactus, okay, because that's all it does. There is no stamp for it. So I cut it out of fun foam. I cut it out you can do 1 or 2 times. This one happens to be 2. And then we sell something called cling adhesive that you can use to make your own stamps. So I have a little piece of cling adhesive on the back of this, which allows me to reuse this over and over and over. So I do have a video on this on my YouTube channel. And when the video is over, I will link it in the description of the video or up here. Anyway, so we're going to use this to make a card today because that's cool. Okay, so we also have the big cactus. And I thought a different color combination might be in order. So we're going to use gray and purple to make a cactus card. And that way we can use this beautiful purple floral pattern that you get in the Flowering Cactus product medley. So you get the stamps, the dies, and then you get a pack of paper, 48 sheets of paper. You get the little felt flowers, a package of 8 sheets of those, and then you get some thread, okay? And now one of the patterns of paper you can cut out with the die, so you don't even have to stamp this thing, you guys. This is just the most amazing medley of products. I can't use it enough. I've purchased a few medleys that Stampin' Up! Has had in the past, but this is literally the only one that I've actually like really used and used a lot. I just love it. I can't stop using it. I love it so much. Okay, so here we go with all of our stamps and stuff. So this is going to be the inside. We're going to set that aside. This is our sentiment strip. We don't need that. This piece is basic gray, and this measures 3 3/4 by 5. And here's a scratch paper, because we don't really need a scratch paper, but I feel like it's hard to see it on this gray wood grain stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up my large cactus here. I call this the heart-shaped cactus because it looks like a heart to me. So I'm inking it up in basic gray, and I'm going to stamp it about like so. Okay, there we go. Now, also, I have created some masks where you stamp. I stamp the image on a piece of copy paper and then I cut it out, okay? So we're going to mask this off just a bit. Now I still have a tiny bit of the stamp. I can still see a little bit of that stamped image. You want to see that. It just makes for a lot better. It looks a lot better. Then I'm going to take my stamp that I made out of fun foam and I'm going to ink it up in my basic gray. Make sure the whole thing gets inked. And then we're just going to stamp it right next to this other cactus. Look at that! So now I have a stamp of a tall cactus, and with my mask, the tall cactus is behind the heart cactus. I know, I'm a genius. So if you guys have this bundle, get this die out, get your fun foam out of your kid's craft bucket, and make yourself some stamps. And you can clean it off with the chamois. You just got to be careful. You can't like really rub too hard. And the ink will come off and you can reuse them. So yeah, and then like I said, we sell cling adhesive in the catalog. I'll pull it out here. Cling adhesive, it's just these little strips that can turn, you know, it was basically meant for our old stamps that didn't cling very well. Our new stamps cling great, but our old stamps didn't cling that great. So, but you can use it to make your own cling stamps. So yay, you're welcome. Okay, so we have that done. I thought it was kind of interesting using it on gray. And then I have a little sentiment here that says, I think it says, I'm always here for you. Yeah. And this is this 3/8 inch super long strip. And I am just going to stamp it on that. Okay, that's decent, I think. And then I'm going to figure out where I want it on there. Okay. I also wanted to do a little spritzing with my basic black marker. So I'm sure you guys have seen this. Dina does this a lot. This is a little technique that where you take your Stampin' Write markers, you take the brush end, and that's noted by the thick line on the end, whereas this one has a thin line. And then you just stick your brush tip in the cap and you just flick it out. Okay, and so we're just going to add a little bit of speckle to this. And there we go. Okay, so we have just a little bit of speckle, just a little bit of interest on there. And then I wanted my sentiment to go, so I wanted the edge of my sentiment to be right at the edge of that cactus. That's why my piece is so long, so it doesn't matter where I end up stamping it, I could get it to work for me. So I want my end of the word you to be right at the edge of the cactus. So now we can trim some of this excess off because we don't need all that, and then we can put glue on it. Okay, so we're going to add some glue. I'm just going to use liquid glue just because this strip is so skinny. I just thought that would be a little bit easier. Haven't ever spritzed before. Jean, you should do it. You should get your markers out and just do it, especially with the basic black, because the basic black you can order singles. We do sell single basic black markers in the catalog, and I'll show you guys where it is. In case you didn't know, it's on page 142 in the catalog where all the papers and ink and everything is. And right here it says Stampin' Write marker, $3, and basic black is the only one you can buy individually, but you can buy it individually, so there's no reason why you wouldn't try it. And I haven't found that it really damages it too much. And for $3, you know, I can buy a new one. I don't care. Okay, so we have that. Now we can trim off the excess here. How are you guys feeling about this gray and purple card? Yay or nay? I'm hoping it's a yay. Okay, so then we have these little felt accent pieces. Let me get them out of the bag here. They come in the two colors. They come in the coral and the Highland Heather. And I've just taken a few out and thrown them in this container. So I want to add a few of these little felt pieces. So I'm going to add one there, one here, and then I wanted one right at the edge where the sentiment piece meets that. So let's see, I've got this large flower here. Actually, I might need a little bit more glue. I have found I have the best luck with liquid glue. I get them on there and I leave them for a little bit, and then when I come back, then they're pretty much dry. Or maybe not completely dry, but they're stuck. Okay, and then this little guy is going to go right on the top of that. And then the last one is this little guy here that I thought would look really cute, kind of right at the edge of my sentiment piece. There. Okay. There we go. Linda says she's on the fence. I get it, Linda. I do. It's a weird combination for sure. I really wasn't sure about it. Okay, so then we're going to add the basic gray to the Highland Heather. And so my basic gray piece is, what is it? 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay. Anything purple and you have me, says Jean. That's awesome. And then here's our card base. So we can bring in that pretty paper again. This is that Highland Heather pattern. Then this is the opposite side, is my daughter's favorite cactus print. And this is about 1 inch by 5 1/4. So we're just going to put that right there. Okay. And then we can add this to the inside of the card. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have stamped my sentiment on here first. Where is my silicone mat? Because if I screw it up, I don't want to stick it inside my card if I mess it up. So let's stamp it and we'll see if we mess it up or not. Okay. Because the outside says, I'm always here for you. And then this one says, I can't remember exactly. You are a rare find, my dear friend. And so I thought that would look nice right here. Hopefully we can get it straight. Ugh, the struggle is real. It's not perfectly straight, but you know what? I think it's fine. It's going to have to do because I'm not going to redo it. Okay, so now I can add this to the inside of the card. And there we go. So this is definitely a weird color. Okay, and then we're going to add this. And I don't know. There's something about it that I just like. I don't know why. It's definitely weird. But I really wanted to use purple today. And I thought, what could I use with purple? And I thought, you know what? Let's go gray. I don't know. Okay. So here it is done. An odd color combination for sure. And if you don't like it, it's totally fine to say so. I totally get it. But if you do like it, that would make me happy. No pressure. No pressure to say you like it. Okay, so we'll leave that here so you guys can, hopefully it'll warm up to you. You'll warm up to it while it's sitting there. And then I'm going to clean these off really quickly with my chamois. Oh, that's what I forgot. Hold on. We still have to stamp one thing on there. And I think I can because it's a small enough stamp. So I forgot to put the ground underneath my cactus. So in the stamp set, you get 2 pieces of ground. So there's this long one and then there's this little short one. So I'm going to use the long one. And so I'm going to ink it up in the gray. And I'm going to stamp it right underneath both of my cactuses. So that cactuses, I don't know. So that they don't appear to be, you know, just sitting in the air. There. Does that make everyone like it now? Just because of that? I know. I'm stretching it a little bit. Maybe I'll make another one later and then I'll put it on here somehow. Maybe I'll make a different color combination. I don't know. Okay, so now I have one more card for you guys. Let me get my stuff together here. Put that one up here with my other card. And now we're going to use the chickens. We're going to make a super cute card. So excited. Oh, I got to get one thing. Okay. I needed to show you these adhesive sheets because they're pretty dang cool and they're like a must-have for these dies, I kind of feel like. Okay. We've got some Stampin' Blends that we're going to use. Memento pad, of course. We have the soft suede to match my card base. I have real red for something on the inside. We have a couple of little stamps here. Actually, that goes up there. And then we have the all-wired background stamp. Yay. Okay. Non-flower fans. Yeah, that makes sense, Donna. Thank you. Yes, I'm definitely thinking out of the box. Okay, so what I did today was I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to make this card to be. So I kind of thought to myself, well, I need a few pieces die cut. And so I took my adhesive sheets and I put them on the back of scraps and then I ran all these pieces through. So I have fence, a couple pieces of fence, a couple of birthday banners, a couple of corn stalks, some eggs that I don't think I'm going to end up using, some chicks that I'm not going to use. I didn't put it on this house, this barn, because I'd already gotten that out. I have it on the little corn husks, I guess those are, the corn cobs. Anyway, so I just ran a whole bunch of stuff through with these adhesive sheets on the back of cardstock. So they're pretty simple to use. You can just cut them apart. Or you can, you can put the entire piece on a piece of cardstock if you want. But I just cut, like I needed a little tiny chunk for a scrap, so I just cut a little scrap. Excuse me. And then put it on the back of my cardstock, ran my dies through, and then I have all of these little things. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to do my all wired up background on this piece of soft suede. So this piece right now measures 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. We are going to cut it down to match our card front. So I'll show you how to do that. So I'm just going to take my soft suede pad and just kind of pounce it gently over my all wired up background. I'm trying to get the whole thing covered up here. Need scrap paper. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my piece of cardstock, and I want it to kind of be, I don't want it to be cattywampus or whatever. So I'm going to gently lay it right where the wires cross each other. So I'm just putting the edge of my paper right there. I'm not laying it down yet. I'm just trying to get a feel for where it's going to go. Okay, so I just kind of, I think I just foobarred that up. That's something my husband says. I probably shouldn't have said that on live TV or live camp. I didn't say the words. Okay, but let's just see how bad I screwed up. I think it's pretty bad. It could be worse, but since we have another side to our paper, why don't we just try it again? Okay, so I'm going to tap that all over again. Okay, and we're going to try this one more time. So I'm just kind of putting it down so that I can get a feel for where I want it to go, to make it kind of even. There. I think that time I didn't move it. Okay, so then I just take a piece of scrap paper on top of it. Is the wire background in stock? It should be, Linda. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, foobar. That's the thing. I used to work in a hydraulic repair shop. And it was me and literally like 18 men. I was the secretary. This is when I was younger. I was about 23, I suppose. And it was me and a bunch of men. And oh, the language and things that I learned as a 23-year-old young person would blow your mind. So my apologies for that. Okay, so it's 4 1/4 across. And here is my card base, all right? So this is a standard 8.5 by 5.5. Oh, wait. Yeah, the wire background should be in stock, Linda. 8.5 by 5.5. So I put it into my paper trimmer at 1.5, and I scored it, and then I kept going, and then I put it at 5 3/4. Okay, so 1.5, 5 3/4. And so this is my card base. This is what my card base is going to be. So this little section here, I want my piece of paper to be 1 3/8 by 5 3/8. It's already 5 3/8. This little section here is going to be 2 5/8 by 5 3/8. So all I need is a 1 3/8 piece. And so I'm going to use my little trimmer here. That was a, wait a second, is that the right side? Yes. Make sure I'm cutting it on the right side, the pretty side, the side that I didn't screw up. Okay, so this is 1 3/8. All right, and then I need a 2 5/8. There's 2.5, there's 2 5/8 right there. So then I have this tiny little 1/4 inch piece that I don't need. All right, so we're now going to add these pieces to the card front. And yeah, I think back to those days when I was a young person working in that place. Oh man. Some of the guys were young, young guys my age, kind of. And then some of the other guys, were older men. So yeah, it was interesting. I learned a lot. Okay, so I'm going to put this on this side. And then I'm going to put this one on the other side. And is this the way I wanted it to go? Or was it this way? I think it was this way. I got all flustered by almost cursing on live Facebook. Okay. There we go. Get that on there. So there is our outside of our card. Pretty simple. Then I have an inside piece here, or not an inside piece, but this is a piece of Whisper White, and this one measures, let me look at my cheat sheet here, 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. And we are going to use this cute little chicken. Where is he? He's right here. We're going to use this little chicken here. And get a block. Making a mess. Okay, so I need my memento now. And we're going to ink up our little chicken here. And I'm going to stamp that right down here at the bottom. There we go. And I just got ink on my finger, so now I need my Stampin' Chamois so I can get it off. Otherwise, that chicken is going to be colored black instead of the brownish color that I would like him to be. Okay, then I also need, not that, did I not get this out? Oh, I also need the Let's Celebrate You stamp. Here it is. And a block we need. Here's one. Let me get this on here. Linda, did you work with gentlemen? Is that where you heard that phrase? Oh my. Okay. And this is going to go at the top. Hopefully it's going to be straight. I can never really tell when I'm live because I can't get my head completely over the top of my card, so I can't see that great, but I think it's going to be fine. Okay, so this is going to end up going on this, so we might as well just glue it on right now. And then we can color it when it's dry. So we will work on the inside now because we have a lot of little die cuts to put in the inside, and it's going to be so cute. So here's my inside layer. This one is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So I need the fence, the 2 pieces of fence. Actually, let's just dump everything out. I don't need that. I don't need the eggs. I thought I just die cut, like I said, I just die cut a bunch of stuff because I didn't know exactly what I was going to want. So now all I have to do is just peel the paper backing off. And then my piece of fence has adhesive already on it. And so now I'm going to put, ooh, whoops, wait, where's my silicone mat? I need to put my corn stalk down first. So I'm going to put that on my silicone mat just to hold it. So I've got a corn stalk here. Come here, corn stalk. And there's not a ton of adhesive on the back of this, but I think it'll be fine. Amy worked in a rock quarry. Yeah, I bet it was, Amy. Men are funny. All right, so we got the adhesive backing off of our corn stalk. And I'm just going to stick that little guy like right here, kind of on the edge, but not completely on the edge, just like that. Now I can put my fence down because I want my fence over the corn. So I'm just going to have it line up at the very edge right there. And then we'll just go across. And then the cool thing about the fence die is this has this little extended piece. You can just hook that right to it and just keep your pattern going. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to peel off the paper backing off this piece of the fence. I can tell you right now that I am really liking not having to fuss with a bunch of adhesive. Okay, so get that. There we go. Then we don't need that. We have our little corn, I guess these are corn husks, I think. So I'm going to get the paper backing off that one. Sometimes it's helpful if you don't cover the entire surface with the adhesive, because then you can get this off. So I thought I'd put a corn there. And then we might have 1 or 2 more pieces of corn. And this is a little bit fussy, I'm not going to lie, but you know what? They're so stinking cute. How do you not fuss with them when they're so cute? I want that under that leaf, like that. Okay, and then we have our little corn cobs. And the detail on these dies, you guys, is so cool. This actually looks like corn. I'll show it to you when I get this paper backing off. There we go. Look, you can actually see like the corn, like the little niblets and stuff in there. It's just so fun. Whoops, this probably should have gone on first because I need to get that underneath my corn husk there, but I think I can because I didn't really press it down hard. There we go. So we'll just push that in there. There we go. And same thing with this side. We'll just kind of pick this up gently with my take your pick tool. I can just get under that adhesive because I didn't press it down. Yay me for not completing the work. Okay. Of course, if I had a fingernail, it might be helpful, but I don't. The little baby chicks would make a cutest for, oh my gosh, wouldn't they though? These little tiny Easter chicks. That's a great idea. Okay, so there we have some corn. So fun. Then we have a little birthday banner, or what I'm going to call a birthday banner. So I just thought we could add a couple of birthday banners up here. There we go. Here's another one. So I did die cut 2 of these out of some scraps. This is a great way to use up all those scraps that you've been hoarding, because, you know, I have to go through my scrap bin every so often and get rid of some scraps because I literally would be overrun. So doing something like this is really helpful in getting rid of scraps. Part of my other problem is I don't have a fingernail and I don't have a good eye. I have one good eye, not 2, so that's another part of my problem. Okay, so I thought that maybe we could start up there and go over that way. How's that? Oh, this is just cute. Then I have a little sentiment that talks about not being old. It says, what does it say? You're still a spring chicken. So I thought that would be kind of funny to maybe stick up here like that. And then our final thing was this tiny little chicken here. He's so cute. He's like bursting out of an egg. And he's so cute. He just makes me smile when I look at him. So I've got a scrap here of white, and we're just going to stamp him on there. And then while he's drying, I'm going to put all my little bits away. I need a bow, so I'm going to keep this bow out. Do you think I'll be able to keep track of it? Probably not. Okay, so actually I can go ahead and stick this on the inside because it's dang near done, except for our little chick friend here that we're going to color. And then, well, I've already got him colored, but you haven't seen it, I don't think, unless I sneak peeked it at the beginning. All right, so I'm going to set this on the inside of the card. There we go. So fun. Okay, now we just need to do some coloring. So we've got 2 things to color, and I need my little bucket here to scoop all my bits in. All right, so I'm going to start out coloring our large chicken here, and I've got a dark crumb cake Stampin' Blend. So I'm just going to color the bulk of his body with this. I'll try to go fast. I don't know about you guys. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of watching people color. It's just, I don't know. Maybe you like it. So I guess if that's the case, then yay. I'll just, because I got to color it. So there we go. Get that. Those little white spots there. Okay. And then I was going to color his wings. This is a light, what is this? Soft suede. So we got the dark crumb cake for the body and then the light soft suede for his wing and his tail feathers here. There we go. And of course he's a chicken, so we're going to color his, no wait, that's not what I want to do. I need this again. I need to color this part of him with the soft suede. I think. I don't really know. I'm not very well versed in chickens. So we're just going to have to hope that it's fine and good. Color away. Where could we go? Looks like I'm going to have to get that background stamp. Yes, Sharon, you do need it. It goes with this set so well. It's amazing. Okay. Then I have this pumpkin pie, and we're going to get his little tiny beak. I'm going to close one of my eyes. Ah, I kind of messed that up, but it's fine. And then his foot. Oh man, the struggle is real. I normally can wear like reading glasses for my good eye. but they're not here right now. So it is what it is. Okay, so that's going to be our front piece. Then our cute little chick friend here. We're going to color him with a light Daffodil Delight for his body. Of course, he's coming out of an egg, so we're going to leave the egg white. And now we're going to try to get his feet and his little nose here. We'll see if we can do it without making too much of a mess. Yeah, maybe I should have been using this blunt tip on my big chicken, because that actually looks way better. Okay, then I have a light and dark real red. And we're going to put the light in the middle of the party hat, and then kind of on his little, what do you call that thing at the top of a hat? Pom-pom. And then the dark. There we go. And then I would take that to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I used the real red, Cheryl, both dark and light. And then I would cut him out, and here he is. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh. And he's just going to sit inside here, kind of right on the fence. He's going to be like doing a little dance up here on top of the fence. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And then this piece, I'm only going to put adhesive on this side just because it's kind of like a fun fold. Oh, that's out. So we've got some Seal Plus. That should work just fine. Nope. My Seal Plus is almost out also. So we're just going to use our liquid glue. Add it on the one side only. And then we'll just kind of line it up wherever we want it. Okay. So you look at the front and you're like, oh, that's kind of cute. But then look at what you get on the inside. Oh my gosh, isn't that adorable? And him, he just brings a gigantic smile to my face whenever I look at him. He's so sticky cute. Okay, you guys, let me get the rest of the cards. I'll bring them all back in so you can look at them. Remember, I do have, oh wait, see? I didn't lose the bow, but I forgot to use it. I wanted to put this bow on my chicken. Just because I think it might be a man chicken, a guy chicken with, like, you know, a tuxedo on, sort of. Do chickens wear tuxedos? I don't know. This one's kind of wearing a tuxedo. There, that's even better. I do have an online class using these bundles. There are going to be 9 cards in it. It'll be available for emailing, and the kits will be going out at the end of February. So the description has the links to that. And let me get my other cards. Let me make some room for all of them. Here's that beautiful odd color card. And then we have our gorgeous fine art floral cards. So these are the cards, you guys. Here's my shopping website, shoppingwithbarb.com, my host code. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. Please share the video. Let other people see my amazing creations. No, that was just a little bit of self-promotion there. But I do love stamping with you guys every Thursday night, and it's just so much fun. I appreciate your interaction. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate almost 100 of you watching. That's literally the most people I have ever had, you guys. I don't know what to say, but thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it so much. And here's the cards. We'll show them again next week when we go live, and I hope you guys have a great week.